It's the end of summertime, and I'm thinking about peaches. Stay with me. Well, hi everyone, this is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today, it's the simplicity that I want to talk to you about. It is the end of summer, and I love peaches. I'm thinking about peaches today. Look at these beautiful peaches. I went by an orchard and I picked up a half a bushel of peaches. Now these happen to be seconds. If you don't know what seconds are, that means they might have a slight bump or bruise on them. Usually they're very ripe and ready to be eaten or processed right then. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. And I thought, I should show you my little trick for how I process peaches. So that's what I want to do today. Kind of different than what I normally do, I know, but I hope you'll learn something. I hope you'll enjoy watching these beautiful peaches and, maybe decide to make your own peach cobbler or something, okay? All right, well, what I'm going to be using today is a cookie baller and my favorite knife, which is actually a tomato knife. It is by Rada Cutlery, and I will link this in the description box down below. Not a sponsored video in any way. A friend of mine just gave me this knife a number of years ago as a tomato slicer, and it works so well for any kind of fruit that has very delicate skin on the outside. Okay? All right, so some of these peaches over here have been washed and they're ready to go. Others still have the fuzz on them and the dirt from coming off of the orchard. I just kind of wanted to show you what some seconds might look like. There are a couple bruises here. You can see the bruises. Looks like somebody put their finger and their thumb right in there and gave it a little squeeze, but that's okay. For what we're going to do today, it's not going to hurt the peaches on the inside. I'm processing peaches today to eat fresh, just the way they are, or to make a peach cobbler with. Now, any peaches that I have left over today are going to go into Ziploc bags with a little drizzle of lemon juice and go into the freezer and be frozen flat, okay? And I also like to do my bags in like 2-cup measurements, so 2 cups in each Ziploc bag. And then that way, if I'm making a cobbler, I know to take 2 bags out. If I'm just mixing some in with ice cream, I know just to take 1 bag out. You get the idea, right? All right, well, enough talking. Let's get on with it. I have a bowl here that I'm going to be putting the good stuff in, and I have a bowl here that I'm going to be putting the pits in because we don't need those. The first thing that I want to do is, of course, you want to wash your peach, and I just gently wash it under running water in the sink. And again, you see this one has a little bruise on this side, but we're not going to worry about that, okay? Then what I do is I take my tomato knife, and I'm going to start just in that natural seam that happens to be in the peach. And I'm going to cut down the middle, and actually I'm going to cut it all the way around. So I'm cutting all the way around the seed on the inside, and then I'm going to give it a gentle twist like that and open up the peach on the inside. Okay? All right, now, some people don't like all of the bits and parts that are around the inside of the seed. That's where the cookie baller comes in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cookie baller, and you see it's just about the same size as the inside of the peach. And I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm going to give it a little tiny scoop. Just like that, turning the peach around. And you see how clean that came out? Now, this little part can go in the scrap basket. I don't need that. A little bit more on the end that I want to get rid of. And look how pretty and perfect that peach is. Okay? Now, if you're going to be slicing these to eat right away, you can slice them pretty thin if you want, like that. But if I'm going to be slicing them to put in a cobbler or to put in the freezer, I like them in nice big chunks like this so that they'll hold up better in the freezer. And notice how quickly this knife cuts right through the skin of these peaches. Okay? Now, when I get over here to where this little bruise is, I'm just going to take my knife and cut that little bruise out. See, it's a little bit deeper there. Again, cut that little part out, and there you go. Okay, so again, it even works with the pit. So there's the pit or the seed of the peach, and I'm going to take my scoop, scoop around, spin it around, and see how that whole seed comes out into the bowl. We don't need that anymore. This last little bit at the top, and we're ready to go. So in less than a minute, I can process one whole peach just like that. All right, now all of these need for a little bit of enjoyment right now is just a sprinkle of sugar, just to bring out that juiciness of the peach. Or if I was going to process them and put them in the freezer, a little squeeze of lemon juice on top and put them right in the bag and stick them in the freezer for flash freezing. And that's really it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I know it's a little different than what I normally do, but you know, sometimes you just have to enjoy the season, live a little slowly, live a little more simplified, and you can't get better than fresh peaches. All right, well, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you guys so much. And until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I love peaches. Until next time, okay, bye. Mm.